I can almost hear you asking right now, where do you actually learn investing? Do books really make that much of a difference? And with so much information out there, who can we even trust? Sounds familiar, right? But don't worry. Today we'll find real answers together. And by the end of this video, you'll see your investment journey with much more clarity, confidence, and awareness. It's a great topic because in investing, books can be life-changing mentors. Today, I'll share the lessons I've learned from some of my favorite investment books. Books that have truly shaped my financial thinking and personal journey. This isn't just a book review. It's an honest conversation about what these books have taught me about life and investing. Let's get started. 1. Morgan Housel. The Psychology of Money. Breaking out of Our Own Shell. Our first stop is a masterpiece that every investor should read. The Psychology of Money. Morgan Housel makes a powerful point. We all see the world through a very narrow window shaped by our own experiences. Think about it. If you lost a lot of money in tech stocks during the dot-com bubble of the early 2000s, you might think the entire tech sector is risky and dangerous. Or if you bought Tesla early and made a huge profit, you might believe it's the best investment ever. But here's the truth. Our personal experiences represent less than 1/1000th of the history of the financial markets. Focusing only on what we've lived through is like watching the world from behind the walls of our own backyard. Instead, studying historical data from different sectors, even those we've never invested in, helps us understand past bubbles and crashes. That gives us an incredible perspective, helping us become calmer, wiser, and more informed investors. 2. George Clason. The Richest Man in Babylon. Pay Yourself First. This book lays the foundation of financial discipline. Through timeless parables, Clason teaches us a simple but powerful rule. We use our income for two purposes, to spend and to invest. But here's the critical point. Most people spend first and try to save whatever is left. That never works. Instead, when your paycheck arrives, you should pay yourself first. Set aside your investment amount before spending on anything else. Then learn to live on what's left. Your spending usually makes others rich, but your investments make you rich. Once you build this habit, your investments become a machine that generates cash flow. And your future self will thank you for the smart decision you made today. First, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Asset or liability? This book plants two unforgettable ideas in our minds. Assets and liabilities. Simply put, an asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out when you buy a rental property, invest in stocks or bonds, or own part of a business that generates income. That's an asset. But your luxury house, your fancy car, or all the things that constantly cost money, heating, fuel, insurance, taxes, repairs, these are liabilities. Most people mistakenly believe they're getting richer by adding liabilities. In reality, they're digging themselves deeper. True wealth comes from growing your assets and keeping your liabilities under control. Many mistakes stem from one big problem: taking investment advice from the wrong people. Social media, TV, the internet, we're surrounded by endless noise. Many so-called experts promise quick profits just to sound appealing. Unfortunately, there's often a conflict of interest. While you lose money, they make it by selling you advice. So what should we do? Choose our sources carefully. Follow people who have real experience, honesty, and proven success. Here are some I personally trust and learn from: Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, Cliff Asness, Joel Greenblatt, Seth Klarman, Burton Malkiel. They've built their reputations on principles, not hype, and following their example can greatly improve your own results. 4. Burton Malkiel, A Random Walk Down Wall Street. Time in the Market. This book destroys one of the biggest myths in investing, the idea that you can consistently time the market. Malkiel shows with data that active trading usually leads to below-average returns. His smarter approach? Build a diversified, low-cost portfolio and let time do the heavy lifting. Instead of trying to time the market, spend time in the market. Patience is your most powerful weapon. Philip Fisher, Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits. Understanding the Company. Philip Fisher, one of Warren Buffett's biggest influences, teaches that investing isn't just about reading financial statements. It's about truly understanding a company. Fisher's scuttlebutt method means doing your homework, talking to employees, customers, competitors, learning the company's culture, innovation, and market position. He also emphasizes management integrity. Do they share bad news as openly as good news? Do their actions match their words? If the answer is yes, you might have found a great company. 6. Benjamin Graham, the intelligent investor. Understanding the market's game. Graham, the father of modern investing, helps us understand market psychology. He personifies the market as Mr. Market, an emotional business partner who knocks on your door every day. Some days he's overly optimistic, offering to buy your shares at crazy prices. Other days he's depressed, trying to sell his shares for almost nothing. His moods change constantly. But here's the key lesson. Prices don't always reflect true value. What matters most is your own understanding of what a company is really worth. Ask yourself, will this company keep growing? Will it remain profitable? Does the profit justify my investment? If your answers are yes, ignore the market's temporary madness. 7. Peter Lynch and others. Categorizing stocks from Peter Lynch is a one-up on Wall Street and other great works. I learned the importance of classifying stocks. Not all stocks are the same. You can group them into categories: growth stocks, companies with high potential; value stocks, mature businesses priced cheaply relative to earnings; defensive stocks, dividend payers less affected by the economy; cyclical stocks, those that rise and fall with economic cycles; turnaround stocks, struggling companies with recovery potential. By mixing these categories, you can balance your risk and seize opportunities across different market conditions. 8. Warren Buffett's philosophy. The power of competitive advantage. Warren Buffett never wrote a single book himself, but his letters and writings about him are pure gold. One of his key ideas is the concept of competitive advantage, what he calls an economic moat. Take Apple, for example. It's more than a tech company. It's a brand, a lifestyle, a loyal community, and a closed ecosystem. That's what separates it from competitors and keeps its profits strong. Before investing, always ask, does this company have a lasting edge over its rivals? What makes customers choose it again and again? Are its products timeless or at risk of becoming obsolete? Those questions lead you toward quality companies. Today we explored the books that have guided me most on my journey and the timeless lessons within them. To summarize, control your psychology. Don't let personal bias rule your decisions. Pay yourself first. Stay disciplined. Own assets, not liabilities. Learn from trustworthy sources. Ignore the noise. Trust time, not timing. Research companies deeply. Don't fall for market hysteria. Diversify your portfolio. And most importantly, invest in quality businesses with real competitive advantages. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a 100-meter sprint. Patience, discipline, and continuous learning are your most reliable tools to reach your goals. Thank you so much for watching. In the comments, I'd love to hear which investment book inspired you the most, and what was the biggest lesson you took from it. See you in the next video, and take good care of yourself.